How's it, guys? Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. I made a video previous, and I said as long as we are within this swing high, change. As long as we are within this swing high and this swing low here, gold remains bullish. Right? I wanted to see a candle closing below this swing low here, right? And maybe a candle closing above this swing high, right? So what happened? Gold dropped. Gold dropped from here. They came back and took out this swing low here. But with the wick, if you can see, we only took it out with the wick, right? So which means the market will reverse. Price got rejected here. So I started seeing price creating higher highs here. Higher high, right? Which means we're going back up. We're going back up since we rejected here, right? As long as we are within this and this, if you can check from we've been bullish on gold. We've been bullish on gold. We created a swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. We didn't take out this because if we took out this, it was going to be bearish. So we stopped here, right? So we created a swing low here, in a swing low. Price rejected. We started seeing it creating swing highs, swing lows here. Then we broke, we came back. We took out this swing low. But now we took out this swing low with a wick, which means price got rejected here, right? And what we saw it creating swing highs going back up, right? So as long as we are within this and there's no candle closing below here, we are still bullish on gold, right? So let's just go on 4 hours. On 4 hour, uh, let's do line chart and see here. We had this previously, right? And we broke below. As I always say, once you see a trend has to be corrected. So this trend that was happening here, it got corrected, right? It got corrected. So now we're having a similar thing here. We have a similar thing happening here. And also this has to be corrected. Has to be corrected. Right? Once we broke below this, we're gonna have something like this. A drop coming back here. Right? We're gonna have a drop. We're gonna have a drop coming back down here to correct this. If it is gonna correct it 100% or 50% around this area, then we're gonna see it taking off again. Right. So something like this will happen. Something like this will happen because gold cannot just go up like that, like this, all the way, all the way. Right. That's why you see it now. Looks like this trend is ending here. That's what I see. I see this trend ending here. Alright. And if this trend doesn't end, what can happen? Gold may come back here, right? If this trend doesn't end, because I'm failing to calculate it. Here, is it so high, no high, right? And then that's number 5. So if this was number 5, from here we're supposed to get a correction, right? Coming back down. Let me remove this. This was supposed to be our correction coming back down here, right? So that didn't happen, but we are consolidating around this. So let me just remove this, and also spoke about this. Since we are bullish, if we look at here, we've been going up, swing high, right? So I spoke about this point and that point. Actually, it has to be this one and this point. As long as we are within this point and that point, we're still bullish. One of these points has to be taken out to get a continuational direction. But for now, we are confused. And I said, if we don't take out this point, which means gold might consolidate around this area, right? We might trade sideways around this area here. So let me mark this. Look at what happened there. We took out this high with the wick. The candle didn't close above, which means price rejected to go above to create a new swing high, right? Get this here. So we fail, we dropped. So before the market, we consolidated here. Before the market went up, we had this. They created this low, and this low is the one that took out this high, right? This low is the one that took out that high. So, which means it's a valid low to use for our next setup. So since we are poorly bullish, this and that high, it's going to give us an entry here on this zone, right? From that high to this low. This is where we were supposed to catch our buying, because the buyers are waiting here. This is the level where the buyers were waiting, right here, right? So what happened? Gold dropped, came back, tapped here on the buyer's level, and they pushed up, right? So, and they pushed up. So where we should find the sellers? The sellers are right here. This is one strategy that we forget sometimes. Wait, let me just. We have this that will tell us where the sellers are waiting, right? And right there, the sellers are waiting here. This is where the sellers were waiting. And what happened? Gold went up, tapped on those sellers, and the market came back down. So now we are in between this fight, the sellers and the buyers here, right? The sellers and the buyers. If the sellers are strong, this market will go down. It's going to continue going down, getting what? Getting that correction I spoke about. So that correction, how will it happen? we're going to take the highest point here. We're going to take the highest point and to that low, into this low here, right? If gold happens to sell from there, I will expect it to come back around this. This is where the buyers will be waiting to take price up. I'll expect gold to drop and come back to this level here, right? So we can have something like that, like this. That will be the correction of this trend. As it happened here, we dropped, we got a correction here, but this sellers was too strong and the market pushed all the way down, right? So something like that might happen here. If these buyers will take control from here, then we'll see the market going back up again, right? But for now, let's not talk about this. We'll just leave it here and see what happens here, right? So are we gonna break below this trend, or are we gonna reject, take out these sellers here? Because there are people who sold here and go back up to this level, to that level there at the top. So these are the two scenarios I'm looking at the moment, right? Are we gonna come back there, or are we gonna correct this trend coming back down? So gold is playing here between these buyers and those sellers there. So I don't know. For now, I don't have a setup. I don't know if are we gonna continue going up, or I'm gonna wait for it to take out. This is what I will do. I'll wait for gold to take out this low here. To take out this low, and once they take out this low, I'll know we are going down. We're gonna be bearish, and I'll wait for something like this, and that reversal that will give us where the sellers will sell. Then we're gonna continue going down. We're gonna continue going down with it, right? To take out these buyers here and these lows, right, going down, taking out these lows, going down like that, right? But for now, where it is here, we're just gonna play around until we see a direction, because we don't have a clear direction. That's why it's playing around as we, the candle is going up, the other one is coming down, going up, coming down. So this is not the right area to trade at the moment. So I'll wait for it to take out this low. If this low is not taken out, I'll wait for it to take out these sellers here, right? These sellers here. And how will that happen? Well, we're gonna get a rejection, take out those sellers, then we're gonna get our entry going up and targeting that level there. And looking at this, where will the buyer sellers wait from this level here, this level? If we're gonna look another area where the buyers will be waiting, sellers will be waiting to take this market down. So this, I'll take the whole thing, and for the market to come back down again, this is the area here, and see how it aligns with this trend here, right? This is where another area where the sellers will wait to push the market down, right? That's where I'll wait for probably a rejection to the downside, right? And that will only happen if they take out that high going up. This is another level where we'll see sellers coming in. So for now, I'm only waiting for it to take out this low on that high. Then that's where I will take my interest. For now, I'll just let it be and see what happens. If it plays around here, then it's fine. But if it breaks down, I'll wait for a reversal and catch that sell going down. So this is what I see on gold. Cheers, guys.